You're creating a culture where this is acceptable.
Ooh, I can't believe, yeah.
Boom, he just felt the need to just take off on me. I wasn't even a threat to him. Why did he push me?
I didn't swing, I didn't slap, I didn't do anything violent. It's insane. It's insane that this stuff happens.
I've seen some of these officers just one punch, just lay them out. Jesus.
You're seeing 10, 20, 30 head strikes. There's something wrong.
A strike to the head carries a risk of death.
He took something dear from me. Very, very dear to me.
Sheriff, you rarely discipline these detention officers. Why?
It seemed very routine to them.
Business
It's business as usual.
As we speak, it's going on right now, I can guarantee it.
And it's not going to change unless you do something proactively to change it. Make changes. Stop this behavior. It's not okay.
Do something.
I'm Jeremy Rogowski. We spent more than a year battling for records, some 3,000 reports to learn what goes on inside the Harris County Jail. They reveal details of disturbing behavior. Detention officers punching hundreds of inmates in the head for things the sheriff himself admits were not warranted. We also got hold of videos not seen before. They paint a picture that isn't pretty. Excessive force, unnecessary force, even what some call flat-out abuse. This is Struck.
It's nothing like honest living, man.
Life on the outside brings life lessons that run deep.
Yeah, man, it's a hard job, but it's fair.
For Elton Spicer, an honest day's work,
Actually doing something
restoring what's broken,
worthwhile.
keeps him on the straight and narrow,
Keep you out of trouble.
keeps him from thinking about the past. It was here in the Harris County Jail a couple of years ago when Spicer, held on a robbery charge, spoke up about a group of detention officers in the hallway, repeatedly punching another incarcerated man.
So we was all at the door just looking, looking. And, I said something about it, say, man, hey, man, let up off of them, let them make it. And, that's when they told me to get back, shut up, you want some too?
A short time later, officers enter the cell block and begin to handcuff inmates. One of them approaches Spicer.
I tell him, man, I don't want no problems, man. I'm chilling. I go to walk off. I put my hands in the air.
In the air, he says, to surrender.
I got 2, 3 officers on me already. Boom, he just felt the need to just take off on me, punch me for no reason. I wasn't even a threat to him. Why did he punch me?
A blindside blow, sending the 270-pound Spicer stumbling to the floor, leaving him a bloody mess.
I think it's ridiculous. Like, if you don't have no reason to punch somebody in the head, what you doing that for? I mean, is that what they train them to do? That's terrible.
Ana Cervantes lived through a similar ordeal.
I think I'm like still in shutdown mode right now. I think I've just been through a lot and I'm a little traumatized, and it just felt horrible.
Cervantes was in the Harris County Jail for a felony DWI charge.
I was going through like a mental breakdown at that time.
That's her in the middle, standing alone in a gaze.
I mean, I don't understand why it happened. I mean, they clearly just come in. I'm just standing there.
Detention officers come in, according to this report, after complaints that Cervantes had been grabbing onto other inmates. When they arrive, They claim her fists were clenched and balled up.
Were you balling them up as if you were going to swing?
I always have my hands like that. My hands are always usually just closed. It's something natural.
As they attempt to walk her out, Cervantes grabs an officer's uniform, and in return, this. Punched in the head, tackled, then punched some more.
So, I mean, watching that, what are the words that come to mind?
Speechless and shocked. It's obviously gotten out of control.
But in this case, Anna was the one charged with a crime, assault of a public servant.
I didn't throw a punch, I didn't swing, I didn't slap, I didn't do anything violent. And
You're the one that got charged.
it's insane. It's insane that this stuff happens.
Here at the Harris County Jail, there's a report written every time force is used, explaining who did what and why. We fought for these records, and they reveal a pattern. Inmates getting punched in the head under questionable circumstances.
It happens nearly 4 times a week.
Well, I've got to say that I was pretty horrified by so much of what I read and saw.
Michelle Deitch runs the Prison and Jail Innovation Lab at the University of Texas. Its focus, the safe and humane treatment of people in custody. Deitch has spent years researching and writing best practices and standards for use of force.
Is there ever a time a blow to the head is okay?
Head strikes should be employed extremely rarely, only when there's an imminent risk of serious bodily harm or injury. They should really be thought of closer to a form of deadly force.
Deitch says the reason is clear. Unlike punching someone's arm or leg, a closed fist blow to the head can cause lasting damage.
Risks of concussion, risk of traumatic brain injury, risk of eye injury.
Yet over the past 4 years at the Harris County Jail, we identified 810 head punching incidents for things like inmates refusing orders, making verbal threats, or taking a fighting stance.
Jumping to a form of very risky force, a head strike, in response to something that is not posing an imminent risk of harm, is an over-response.
Can I show you some of this video here?
Yeah.
Take the case of inmate Brian Neal Williams, who had words with a detention officer after asking for a blanket to go to sleep.
I said, can I get a blanket? Can I get a blanket? He was using profanity at me. He was yelling at me. He was like, geez, sit your ass down.
The officer, more than twice Williams' size, unleashed.
He was very aggressive. Yes, he was. He was very aggressive. He got me real good.
But Williams is the one who got charged and serving time for assault.
I just can't comprehend it.
Steve Sinclair spent his career in the prison system.
That's not assault. The assault came when the officer started throwing blows at the individual's head.
Sinclair has seen it all in his 30-plus years at the Washington State Department of Corrections, starting as an officer, retiring as the agency head.
In my experience, head strikes are reserved for the most severe of instances.
Not for things, he says, like grabbing, pushing, or even spitting at a detention officer.
Having someone spit on you is disgusting and awful, and I've experienced it myself, but it's not justification for force at that level.
Here is a case where detention officers say an inmate spit at them. They punch him more than 10 times.
No, no es justo.
It's not fair, you say?
That's not.
Not when the son of Roberto Alvarez was outnumbered 8-1.
But that's not right. I mean, that's not right.
Both experts say most of the head strike cases they reviewed could likely have been avoided.
It's called de-escalation. That's using verbal tactics, the tone of your voice, the rate of your speech, to see if you can de-escalate the situation.
Instead of ramping it up.
Everything was about trying to make things worse. It was getting in people's faces.
For Michelle Deitch at UT's Prison and Jail Innovation Lab,
I was stunned in virtually every single case I looked at there was nothing that I would consider de-escalation. Everyone's itching for a fight in almost every case that I saw.
Elton Spicer knows it, he says, because he lived it. After his jail beating, Spicer filed a grievance with the sheriff's office
Honorable Judge Unger,
and wrote a letter to the judge handling his robbery case.
I was assaulted by at least 4 officers here in the Harris County Jail.
None of those officers ever got disciplined.
I mean, they're not getting in trouble for it, they're not being punished for it, so why not keep punching them in the head? It's messed up, man.